guys, welcome to Confessions from a Red Couch podcast. My name is Janae Strickland Nunn, and this is... Say your name, baby.
Oh, I'm sorry. Chris Nunn. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yo, this is my husband, and I'm so excited about this episode. So if you want to know about this Confessions from a Red Couch is... all about the lessons learned in life, the things that I've learned in life, the things that he's learned in life, and just sharing it with everybody else, all of the ups and downs, the weirdness and everything
Trials,
else.
tribulations.
Yeah, peaks and valleys.
Highs and lows.
Yes, all of that. So that is what Confessions from a Red Couch is bringing to you. So today, like I said, my honey's here, and I'm just super excited that he's here. How you feel, babe?
A little nervous. I really haven't talked a lot on camera, and I don't know what to do with my hands.
Y'all, this is going to be a whole entire mess, but I'm excited that it is about to happen. So, first things first, I'll introduce him, talked about the show. I wanted to shout my, today is a bit of a shout out. Today I'm going to shout out Tiffany Washington. If I grew up, well, no, I didn't grow up with her. I graduated with her from high school. She now has her own business. It's amazing. I wouldn't be sitting at this table if it wasn't for her. She has her own business where she coaches female entrepreneurs, especially those who are still working. So she helps you launch. She helps you. She counsels you. She talks to you. She walks you through the process. She cheers for you. She's there every step of the way. And so I wanted to shout her out. June 7th. And 8th, she is having a power brunch for female entrepreneurs. It is called Women Winning at Work Power Brunch. So I'll be talking more about that probably further down, getting closer to the event. But yeah, I'm just super excited because she's out there doing it, and she's like a big role model. So I appreciate her. Hey, Tiffany girl, I'm shouting you out.
That's
boom,
really
boom, boom.
awesome.
Yeah. All right. So you ready to get into some stuff?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Let's get it.
So the first thing we're going to talk about in dating foolishness is dating apps.
They serve their purpose. They serve their
For
purpose.
some of us, they do, and for others, they really don't. So I wrote a blog last week about how I would improve dating in the 21st century, which, you know, at some point, everybody uses a dating app. Doesn't matter if it's OkCupid, Grindr, Tinder, Soul Swipe, which is horrible, by the way. Soul Swipe.
Don't forget
blackpeoplemeet.com.
right, or bbwsmeet.com.
What?
Big girls need love, too.
I didn't know they had that.
Yes.
Shut up. You okay? I'm not. Yes, I am. Did you ever use it?
Yes.
You did.
Yes, I did.
Were they pretty?
It's like Catfish Nation, to be honest.
Oh,
it was Catfish
no.
Nation. Yeah, it was
No.
a lot of older pictures with.
Not Catfish
Yeah,
Nation.
it wasn't the best experience, but
Okay.
like I said, it served its purpose.
Yeah. Well, at least it served its purpose. Like, you know, I guess. Yeah.
Tinder wasn't bad.
Plenty
Plenty of Fish was probably the worst.
Plenty of Fish is horrible.
Yeah, Plenty of Fish was probably the
So
worst.
I talked about that in the blog, like how I would improve dating apps because, like I said, it's just some foolishness that goes on out there. I think, like, from you reading it, you got like a different perspective, didn't you?
I did. Like it definitely gives you some insight into the female perspective of what happens.
Yeah, it's crazy
on dating apps because, in all honesty, like I never thought about it. I never really cared about it. But then you see some of the stuff that happens in the news with, you know, people getting, you know, robbed, killed, and, you know, raped. So maybe there is some type of responsibility, so to speak, that should be had by the creators of these apps to make it a little bit more safe for use.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I totally agree because you shouldn't, just because you're out looking for love doesn't mean that you should feel,
it definitely gives you some,
what is it? It doesn't mean that you should feel that you are vulnerable, if that makes sense. Like, you should be able to.
Hold on, I don't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
People go to dating apps looking for love? Is that where it's at?
Man, some people do.
Yeah? Okay.
Yes, some people. Don't do that, baby. Don't do that.
Asking.
Don't do that. But some people really do. Some people do go on dating apps looking for love, like they're looking for something different. And because, okay, so think about it. How can I put this? Like, think about people with social anxiety. Like, they can't get out there and meet people, but, you know, they could talk to somebody one-on-one. Like, it's easier to do it through an app because of the convenience. Like, that's the whole purpose of a dating app, right? It's the convenience.
I truly understand that.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, like, you know, it's the convenience. So, you know, I just, you know. So, all right. So, moving forward. Let's talk about dating app horror stories. You got one?
I don't know if it's a horror story, probably more or less like a common annoyance. Met a chick on Plenty of Fish. You know, we were pretty cool. The vibe was good.
Yeah.
And she wanted to move in like 2 months after talking to each other. Like, and I was like, no, are you retarded? Like, what's wrong?
Oh no.
And then she made it this huge, if you don't want me to move in now, then you just must not really like me. And I was like,
dude, like,
at least I know now.
Yeah, chill.
Yeah, pump the brakes.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I just, so one of my weird stories, I don't even remember which one I met this dude on, but he didn't take me out on a date. Like, he would plan it. And then, like, oh, no. It gets crazy, right? So he would hit me up like it was spotty, like hidden up. And I'll be like, okay. And, you know, if you know me, I'm the queen of just, like, falling back. Like, whatever. I'm good. Oh, yeah. So out of the blue, like, he was like, hey, you want to go on a date? And I was like, my dude, really? Really, my dude? Like, we gonna do this?
That could be him coming around, though.
No. He's like, well, you know, if you got to go on a date with me now, I'm moving to San Francisco for a new job, so you got to come out there. I was like, I don't know you, sir. Gets worse. So I was like, so how would I do this? Because I'm about to be real petty now, because I need to figure this out. I was like, so how we supposed to do this? Like, you know, like, you gonna fly me out, or, you know, you gonna pay half on the ticket? Because I don't know you from jump. So I got to ask these questions to see how crazy this dude is. So, so he's like, oh, you can pay? You good? You got a job? No.
Not even the ticket?
Not even the ticket. And wait. Here's some more, right? So then it was... well, you know, you could just come out because, you know, we do need to spend time together. You could come out and spend the summer with me because, you know, you're a teacher. You don't do anything during the summertime.
He hit you with all the shade.
Yeah, hit me with all the shade.
Disrespect.
The pay for my
unmitigated
ticket.
gall.
Yes. And we hadn't met each other, like, at all. I had never seen that dude's face in person. Oh, man. And I was like, you know what? I'm good. I was like, this is the craziest thing. And then he told me, like, so in the chat, I was like, you know, that's not going to happen, like, ever. Man, dude, like, went in on me. You selfish. That's why you ain't ever going to be with nobody. How can't you can't compromise and blah, blah, blah. I was like.
I mean, shoot, a compromise would be 50-50 on a ticket, like not doing nothing.
I don't know you, sir. And you want me to waste, like, my whole summer.
San Francisco?
My whole summer. Not like.
It ain't like he said, you know, come to Dallas.
San Francisco for the whole summer. The whole summer.
Oh, well, his loss.
Oh, well.
My gain.
Your gain. Look at that. So,
Thank you.
Bow. So, there it is. So dating is crazy nowadays. For you older married folks, hey, hang in there.
Ain't nothing in these streets.
Ain't nothing in these streets but foolishness, my dude. Hold on. But all right, so let's get to social media foolishness. You ready for this, babe?
Bum. I'll try to keep up. Let's see.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is what are we going to talk about right now? We are going to talk about Jennifer Hudson. Let's talk about that right now. Let's talk about Jennifer Hudson. So, if y'all don't know, Jennifer Hudson's baby daddy has all the custodial rights to their son. So he is the primary caregiver, and he is now asking her. So not only is she paying? I didn't reach that far. When I saw that he was a primary caregiver, I stopped.
He's asking for more.
He's asking for more.
Simple as that.
Okay, so yes, girl, Jennifer Hudson. So this is what I say. I think at first I was like, well, they weren't married, so it don't matter. They weren't married. I'm all in. And then I had to read about it, and I was like, oh, child, no. Because, if he's a primary caregiver and she out in these streets, kicking it, I'm not saying that's what she doing. But, I'm not.
She out just thotting around.
No, I ain't say she was thotting. Don't put those words in my mouth. Don't do that. I didn't say she was thotting. I said she just out here kicking it. So if she just out here kicking it, chilling, minding her business, I do think if it costs, like, if she wants her child to go to a good school, right, to have a good education, like, I do think at some point, I'm saying the same thing I would say for the women's side. Like, look, dude got to pay, she got to pay. I'm an equal opportunity.
That's my only thing. That's the only issue I ever have on topics like this, because there doesn't seem to be that same amount of guilt tripping or shared responsibility when it comes to, and forgive me for saying this, I guess, but on the women's side, when they do stuff that it's typically men things to do, there's not that same amount of responsibility that's placed on them. So that's the only thing that I was saying in that situation, because I feel like if the shoe was on the other foot, there would be no questions asked. But the only reason that it's even an issue is because, there's a bit of a role reversal between those, those two people as far as genders go.
Like I said, I'm an equal opportunity girl. So I just feel if you want the man to pay, the woman got to pay. Yeah. Like I tell my girls, girl, take him to child support. Get that money. It takes a lot to raise a child. Like, it really does. And some people are like, well, whatever the court orders. But no, there's still more to it. There's extracurricular activities. There's, like, other things that child support just does not cover, Right. And sometimes you do got to come out of that pocket. And, you're just going to have to count up the cost. Like, to me, that's what I think. You got to count up the cost. You lay down, you made the baby, count up the cost. It's either that or you put them in foster care, and apparently you don't want to put it in foster care, so at least care for the kid, man. Like, make sure the kid is taken care of. Like, that was your decision and your choice. So, live up to that agreement.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Men and women. Like I said, I am an equal opportunity girl. Everybody can get that money. Everybody can get that money. All right, next thing, Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods, y'all. Got him a jacket, man.
Another one.
Okay, so I'm excited for Tiger Woods. I love comeback stories.
I do too. And I felt like his was a long time coming. Like he did some shady stuff. Back in the day. He got caught. So of course, when everybody gets caught, we want to shame them till all get out.
Talk about him.
Like we ain't never did nothing and just didn't get caught.
Yep.
But I'm just glad to see that he's come back. From all the negative media attention. I'm glad to see that he's coming back from, several different injuries, changing coaches.
Yeah.
So it's just, he got me interested into golf at one time.
Right.
So it's nice to see him come back into the game and
100%
take a major victory.
Of the black people.
I'll say 85 because some of us was already playing,
But, like, into the game, though. Like, oh, Tiger!
He definitely made it more mainstream.
Like, he made it more mainstream. Like, I say we always do that whenever we come into a sport. We make it more relatable. Like, when Venus and Serena got into tennis, man, like.
And not just got into the game, dominated.
Like, dominated. Like, still dominating. Like, they older and they still like, oh, I guess I'll play in a major today.
Should I do this?
Should I do this today? Or do I want to work on my clothing line? Right. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Had a little practice
this week. A little magic everywhere.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. All right. So this is my favorite. I brought this to Beyonce. The one and only Beyonce.
Queen B?
Yes. So I am not a stan like the rest of my friends, but I am a stan. Like, I stands for her because she does some she's done some amazing things, man. And so, it's just...
you got to give her props.
Yeah, I give her props. I give her props because if you did not see the Coachella performance, like, it was something I would have never thought to see, like, things that you see from a HBCU brought to the mainstream. And, like, all the fans, like, most of them probably didn't know what was going on or happening, but they realized, like, this is something great. Yeah. Like, she just brought together all these just
She represented.
And big time.
That's the part that I loved about it. And that's one of the
Yeah.
things that I love about, Jay-Z and Beyonce as a couple and individually. Like, the last few years, they've been giving us a lot of shouts in the black community.
Yeah,
a
they
lot
have.
of help, a lot of, things that they're doing in their shows and whatnot. Like, I love that look for black people. Like,
Yeah,
give us a positive look. Give us something besides
the
usual
stuff,
the usual media attention that we get in the black community.
Yeah,
so,
because
I love it all.
Yeah, that's what she said. She wanted a real representation of what we can do, which is so amazing. So amazing. Look at Quinn and the Beehive. That's Beehive right there. Swear. But
I don't know. I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, y'all.
Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Oh man.
Okay, it's gone.
It's gone.
Okay, it flew away. All right. But then she also I didn't tell you I got Tidal because she released the album.
And you told me you wasn't gonna get Tidal.
I know, I lied. I couldn't help myself, and I apologize for that $9.99 that I spent so I can listen to the live album. So she has all of her music because the mix of that music is just like killer. Like the way she like mixes in, and it's not just her music. Like she mixes in. You saw OT Genesis, like so she did that, and she did Back That Thing Up with Juvenile in one of her mixes, and then you hear like Master P in one of them, Bout It, like it's mixed in.
Oh, nice!
It's crazy. Yeah, so that's why I had to get it.
When does it come out?
It comes out
documentary
today.
Oh, it's all out.
It's
I
out.
gotta watch
it was
then.
there at midnight.
Okay, I gotta watch it then.
I got a confession, like. So off my break period, I was trying to catch a whole bunch in there.
I was supposed to be copying papers.
I was copying papers. I just wanted to see Beyonce. I want to see what she had to say, man.
No, I want to see it.
It's really good. Like I completely 100% like she did that. She did that for real. So, she did that. She did it. So.
Queen Bee.
Oh, and she has a remix to Before I Let Go from Frankie Beverly and Maze. Before I Let Go. Dun, dun,
okay.
Dun, dun, dun,
do a jam, though.
I think it does.
Okay.
I think it does. I think it really does.
It got a jam.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's dope. So we'll see.
I'll check that out, too.
When we
That'll be on Tidal. I got it.
On our way from the...
You got it, I
got it. Okay.
You got it, I got it.
I don't think we could share it. I don't think we could share a Tidal.
Oh, no,
I think you got to get your own.
No, it's all cool. I'll just use your phone.
So, I don't think we agreed to that. And, yeah, we're going to have to rethink that one.
Oh, okay. Well, hook it up to the Bluetooth.
Yeah, we'll do that.
There you go.
That's good. All right, so you ready for confession time?
Yes.
All right, guys. So, it is confession time. Confession time.
I don't know. Should I be nervous? What is this?
Confession time. Ooh. It's time to answer questions.
Got it.
You ready?
Yes.
All right. So we are going to answer listener or just people's questions. We went online and
I saw most of them. Y'all were pretty nice, man.
Yeah, y'all were really good because I thought
nice
somebody.
PC questions.
I know all of y'all out there. Every single one of you dirty-minded people. And I can say that now because we's married. And I know somebody was thinking about something, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you for not really embarrassing us.
Making it G-rated.
Yeah. Thank you for making it G. Because y'all did. Y'all did a good job at making that G-rated. So you ready?
Ready.
You sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm just going to fire them off, and then you're going to answer first and then I'll answer second.
Oh, wow. Okay. Go.
You ready? No, I'm not going to fire them off like that.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna give you time to, kind of think about it, but not really.
I got you.
Okay, so here's our first question. This one's from Dow. Dow did good. Dow and Tamara, my friends, y'all did really good job at these questions. And Deanna was the first one to ask a question. Like, she was in it. I was like, look at my people out there watching me. Coming through. I appreciate y'all. I do. I love all of y'all. Now go follow the YouTube channel. Subscribe to Spotify. Help your girl out. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so here's the first question. What are some things you wish you accomplished before you got married?
I wish I would have traveled more. I never really cared about traveling until I got older, and now I wish I would have traveled more. That's honestly really about it. Anything else I could still do.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I don't know. I can't go to Bangkok now.
Yes, we can. Why can't we go to Bangkok? Oh, you don't want to go with me? Yeah, dang right. You can't go to no Bangkok without me. Ain't no Bangkok.
But that's it.
Unless it's a couple's trip, that's all you get.
What about you? Your turn.
I when I woke up from my whole. Remember, like one of my 2 shows ago, I was talking about how I didn't want to be wife material because I did not want to wait, like, at all. So whatever I put my little heart to, I think I wish I would have started this out as a business sooner. Like the podcast and the blog and stuff. I wish I would have done that sooner than waiting. But I appreciate that I waited because you have been like a huge support. You've been, you said you are that cheerleader, and man, you are that cheerleader.
Got you,
like
baby.
You be like, so why can't you do it? So what you doing today? Well, why you scared? You're amazing. I'm like,
hey,
that's my baby.
Iron sharpens iron. You do that for me.
Yeah.
That's that's the game plan.
Yeah.
Team us.
Yep. Okay, so let me tell y'all a story about how like we got our DBAs and everything. It's crazy. So we the day we picked up our marriage license, he was like, baby, let's go ahead and get our DBAs while we're here. And that's why I'm marrying you. Because you got a business mind. And if you don't know his business, he's getting ready to start a catering business, and my baby could cook. You see all this thickness over here.
Shout out.
That man can cook. It's coming soon to a party near you. Yeah. All right, my bad. I'm sorry.
A little bit of a shameless plug there.
Shameless plug for my baby. Yeah. Right. Sorry. But yeah, so for me, I did a lot. Like I traveled across seas by myself. I traveled with friends. I took girls trips. I got my second master's, bought a house. There's nothing that like the stuff I would have done was like even way before you. Like when I was younger, I would have invested sooner. Invested in things sooner or something like that. But it was never anything like, oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
I wish.
Oh, man, I didn't think about that. Like investing in something, yeah.
Yeah. Because, I just figured live my life. Can't wait on you. Because you came way too far away. Like, my dude.
Well, I don't know how to feel about that.
My dude, you took your little time. So,
I had to get right for you. That's all.
I feel you. All right, so how did we work out our pet peeves, our non-negotiables?
I don't know if you ever hit on any of my non-negotiables as far as being in a relationship, or being married, for that matter. Like anything that would have been a non-negotiable, you probably wouldn't have made it this far.
Right. No, I feel you.
Like when I really think about that, like there's nothing when it came to getting to know you, or once we got into a relationship that I was like, oh, nah, we need to talk about this or this ain't gonna work. Like, it really wasn't like that. Like I feel like the minor things that we have in life, as far as getting to know one another, those were easy easy things to fix.
Yeah, those were easy things to roll with.
Yeah.
So that's me. I mean, you didn't, like, honestly, you there wasn't nothing. I mean,
don't lie.
You did have one little nasty habit, but you stopped.
What?
You smoke cigarettes.
That was a while back though.
Yeah, but still, like, you stopped. You didn't do it. Like, you asked me, and I was like, this is it, point blank. I mean, and you were good. Like, it wasn't like we had to have another conversation about it. So, yeah. I mean, that's
and
cool.
It was a good choice because it was just, like, horrible for my health.
It was. Like, we couldn't have you. Boy, I can't have you dying. Like I said, you waited too long to come around. I don't want you in your latter years where we got to cut off a foot. You want oxygen. I said for better or for worse, but no. Not right now. Not right now. Not right now. Okay. All right, next one. Do you see yourself different now than when we were boyfriend and girlfriend?
Do I see myself different, or do I see you different?
Me. do you see me different?
I do. Not in a way that I see you and I feel like I owe you more.
Right.
If and I don't know how better to explain that. Like I feel like I owe you more as a husband versus what I owe to you or the relationship as a boyfriend or
Gotcha. Yeah.
even a fiance for that matter. You know.
I so agree with that. Like, my role as a wife is completely different than my role as a girlfriend. Because a girlfriend really ain't permanent. It's not, to me, my definition of a girlfriend, it's nothing permanent. Like, you're still seeing if you can be with that person forever. So, and even you, like, seeing you as a boyfriend as opposed to a husband, like, I didn't have boyfriends. I had friends that were cool, you want to take me out on a date, but until we hit, like, a serious thing, I think a couple people taught me this when I was younger, because I have a whole thing with being committed for a long time because I believe in being loyal. That's one of my strengths, and it's one of my flaws. So, in other words, like, but if you're a boyfriend, it's different from husband level because the commitment level is different. Like, it's certain things I don't have to put up with. And if I don't want to do it, guess what? You gone. Like, we good. We ain't got to.
And save the time and the stress.
Yeah, save the time and the struggle and the stress. Like, if you just a boyfriend, no. It's a lot less I got to put up with than if you're my husband. So... that's what I see. I
get to leave the toilet seat up now. No.
That's another question. That was a question.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. Like, okay. When did you know it was time to get married?
When did I know it was time? I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. I'll be honest and say this. It didn't take very long. It was maybe about around the 6 or 8 month mark where.
Girl. Okay, I'm
little
sorry.
Weirdo.
My bad.
No, but like our chemistry, our vibe, our beliefs, the way we treat each other, all of those things are in line. And I guess for me, being that I've been married and divorced before, I kind of had the Cliff's Notes on what you want, what you don't want, what I needed, things that were non-negotiables. And none of those red flags that were on my little Cliff Notes of things to watch for did I see in you. Like I'm gonna go ahead and toot the horn for you. You're pretty damn awesome. I'll go ahead and toot the horn for you. You're pretty awesome,
I was raised right. Thank my mama. Thank Daddy Bruce. Thank
all of y'all. Thank
all
y'all.
of them. They held it down because I was a mess. All right, but they held it down. Appreciate y'all.
Yes.
All right.
But I love you.
I love you too. So I knew that it was time when did I know it was time? I didn't. I was waiting on you to make the move, honestly. And I just knew, like, I did have you on the timetable. I'm not going to lie to you. Because I just feel like, like
Shot
I said.
clock.
Yeah. Hey. Like, we wasn't just going to play around and be boyfriend and girlfriend and kiki. And, like, it's a lot of life to discover. And I don't want to be in a forever, and this is just me. I don't want to be in a forever boyfriend girlfriend ship.
Oh yeah, that was another thing that I liked about you. That's becoming more and more common in the dating scene. As a man, I wanted to be married. Yeah, there's more and more women where that's not the case. They don't want to be married, so that was an issue once or twice. Yeah. What do you want in the future? That's with all those early future talks. Right. And when somebody tells you, flat out point blank, hey, you're nice, but I don't want to be married, or can we be, in open relationships, all of those different dynamics. And it's just like, nah, player, that's not what I want. So.
Yeah, gotcha. I feel you. I just, I like
my little sexy chocolate M&M.
Hey, and more. better come through. Okay. Next. Oh, did we consider, this is from Sunshine. Did we consider relationship?
Hey, Sunshine.
Hey, Sunshine. I think she's watching. Did we consider relationship, marriage counseling before getting married?
Yes, we did.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We did.
I think that's a must. If for nothing else, just for the basics, and learning to communicate with each other. Mm-hmm. You can talk about, things that you're gonna allow, not gonna allow, going to sleep mad, all of those kind of things. Like, some issues you have to hash out. Sometimes somebody might need some space for 15, 20 minutes, But, definitely I agree with marriage counseling. Like, find out what cornerstone y'all are going to come to when a problem arises.
That's right.
And,
totally 100%.
Fight fair.
Fight fair. That's the next question. I'll get to that in a second. But I did because he had been married before and I had never been married before. I've been engaged before, but not married. And when I was engaged, I was young, so that don't count. It don't count. I was so immature. But just having people with wisdom speak into your marriage meant a whole lot. Because number one, it meant that they cared for us. That's number one. Number two, that means that they were rooting for us. Like they want us to succeed. And so that meant a lot to me because I feel like, it's necessary. We talk about now how, people don't want to get married now. Divorce rate is, I don't even know if it's high anymore. I think it's kind of level.
No, it's right at 50-50.
Yeah, it's 50-50. But still, like, think about it. Like, you get married.
Somebody Google that. Let us know.
Yeah, throw that in the comments. Let us know what that is. Because I'm just talking. But, I feel like marriage counseling is you have to have a different expectation.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had to have a different expectations because I never lived with anybody but my parents, my family, and and my roommate in college. Like my roommates in college, I never lived with a man before. So, I had to, there's things that I had to do differently, because you are my husband. You ain't some, random dude that's just around. Like,
he gonna be here for a while.
He gonna be here forever. Oh, really? I ain't signed up for that. But, so it was good just to have somebody talk to us and, help us understand that there are expectations and goals, and I think we did that with each other too. Like we had real conversations. We didn't have, like fake conversations about marriage or being together.
No,
like
not at all. I think, when you start to hit topics like that, the conversations definitely have to be real.
Yeah.
And I know people don't like to, catch feelings and all that stuff so early. But if you like somebody, let it go so you can get the big questions, get the big conversations out of the way. True. Like, like we said, I'm not in my early 20s. I would give somebody that was 19 or 20 a little bit different advice. Yeah. But we're adults.
Exactly. Like we grown.
Right.
We not
so
little
I knew what I wanted. You knew what you wanted. We talked about it. Mm-hmm. And all of those puzzle pieces between two people, between two families, between, two completely different worlds all meshed together lovely.
Yeah. So true. And, everybody loves everybody. That's how it feels right now. Like I said, everybody's rooting for us.
I love it.
I do too. It's amazing. Okay. Do each of you have an impartial marriage mentor?
I'll say yes and no. He might not know it because I haven't hit him up in a while, but there's one person that I've always talked to when it came to, or even just asking questions. Mm-hmm. So I could say yes. I'll say yes to that.
I could say yes. I have like the women at my church speak into our marriage, and they laugh at me when I have stories, and they give me good impartial advice, and I do appreciate that because
that's awesome.
Like I said, it's always good when people are rooting for you.
Yes.
And marriage is hard, period. But when people are rooting for you, it's good. It makes things work. So all right, let's see. Was it difficult to rely? I'm going to answer this one first, if you don't mind.
Oh, no, okay. Please do.
Okay. Was it difficult to rely on each other versus relying on yourself or the family? Yes. Yes, it was. For me, it was the hardest thing in the world. Just in my mind, just observing him, everything was a breeze. Me, because, child, I've been living by myself for how many years? And I've been running things, I run this. This is my life. I run it. It was never anything you have to be careful. No, I run stuff. It's my life. I do what I want to do. Do it how I want to do it.
Keep in mind, if you know her, you know she still does what she wants to do.
Shut up.
That's facts. All right, we can agree on that. If you know her, you know that's the case.
No, I don't. I be compromising. I do. Don't say that.
I don't think you were used to somebody caring for you.
Oh no, baby, I wasn't. Other than my parents.
Other than your parents, that's the thing. I never wanted to stop who you were, but I'd say, little things you do for your woman. Baby, let me get that bag. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this.
Y'all,
and she wasn't used to that.
I was not used to any of that because I always used to I just do it myself. Woo, Jesus, you right. Dang, you are so right. Because I just did it. It was never a wait to do it or wait. That's what I was taught. Take care of yourself because you don't, nobody has to care for you. Yeah. That's
not the case anymore.
I know. That's why I was crying when I was walking down the aisle. He loved me.
It was a cute cry, though.
I was trying. You saw when the camera came out, I was like this.
Right. 3, 2, 1, smile.
Fix your face. Yeah. So that it was hard. One funny story. I got a couple, but the dishwasher wasn't draining right, and I remember I came to the house, and I was he didn't even tell me it wasn't draining right. It was just he saw it and he started fixing it, and I was just like, baby, we could call AHS and we can pay. It only costs us $60. He's like, girl, it's done. What are you talking about? This is all you got to do. And I was like, wait, what? Wait a second, what? It's done?
If I know how to do it, I'm gonna do it. It's done.
Done? You mean it was broke and you fixed it and I didn't have to go back and fix it? Boy, I'm going to love you forever.
Forever,
ever.
Go get you a Scorpio, guys. We do this.
I don't know about all that. Don't do that because don't do that. Don't. All right. Okay, and we started. So, is there a lot of agree to disagree, or do you each argue your point until one concedes? This is from so this is a 2-part question. So we're gonna answer that part first, and then we're gonna answer the fighting style questions. Okay. So, Darlene say y'all crazy, Scorpios. So is there a lot of agree to disagree, or you each argue your point until one concedes?
I'll say there's a lot of agree to disagree on things that we, just don't have the same line of sight on.
Yeah.
We don't argue. Believe it or not, that kind of just doesn't really happen, y'all.
We had 3 big arguments before we got married.
Okay, yes.
We had 3 big arguments.
Yes.
And then we shaped it up and we talked it out. But since we've been... You're right. We haven't.
I'm trying to think about what happened.
Don't do that. No,
so what?
We
3?
We threw it. We took it.
Done.
We threw it, and that's why you don't remember it.
Okay, good.
We balled it up and we threw it. Remember? We threw that thing. We said never again.
Because I really don't remember. But I'll say we just agree to disagree.
We do.
There's some things that we just don't agree on, and I don't knock her for that. I don't talk down on her or do anything like that because of it.
For him.
It just is what it is. You believe your way. She likes the Texans. I like the Cowboys.
Oh, ugly things.
We have rings. They don't.
Oh, who cares?
But,
no one cares.
It's stuff like that for the most part.
No one cares.
5-time Super Bowl champions.
No one cares. No one cares.
I care.
No one cares about your ugly little cowgirls.
I care.
Whatever. Them ugly colors. Anyways, okay. So here's the next thing. Did your fighting style change? How do you have disagreements? Y'all, like, literally when we have a disagreement, like, we say, okay, look, this is what's bothering me. And this is what's bothering me. And this is why it bothers me. And this is how it makes me feel. You know, and I appreciate that because it's not like we didn't do this. We're not disrespectful anyway. So we don't go back and forth and be like, yo, mama, like that's unnecessary because that is definitely not fighting fair, like at all. To bring people into an argument that
have no place being
there.
They did no wrong. Yeah. They said nothing. Mm-hmm. There's no dog in that fight. Their name shouldn't come up.
Their name should never come up because, that's not. If you're married to somebody, this is just my opinion. If you're married to somebody, when you have a disagreement, it's because you need to share your feelings because a boundary was crossed. Maybe the boundary was known and maybe it wasn't. You know, but the disagreement comes is because when that boundary was crossed, it made you feel a certain way.
Yeah.
You know, and so if you can't effectively communicate, like, why it hurts you or whatever, instead of just jumping all crazy and saying all kind of crazy stuff, like, what's the point of being married?
Yeah.
You know, I can't.
Those below the belt hits.
Yeah, because I can't stay with nobody who does that.
My thing is, like I said earlier, I don't like to argue. Like, that's not something that happens. So if I'm yelling, something bad happened.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like to yell. I don't like to argue. I'm going to tell you how I feel. Hey, I'm not cool with this. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't want this. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, once you get to that point, once you've said everything you can say, there's two choices. Either you're going to listen to my feelings and you're going to act accordingly, or you're not. And that'll let me know what I need to know, and that'll let me know how I need to proceed in the future.
That's
but like
so
just
true.
Yelling and all of that cussing
and calling people out their name. Like, I'm sorry if you call me bitch. Like, that's it. Like, in an argument, like.
Is your mama then watching this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't. You don't even do it then. Don't be putting on for these people.
I'm just saying.
Don't be putting on for these people like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I love you though.
Yeah, I know. Don't do that. Can't stand you. But we don't fight dirty. We fight real clean. And if it's something that's really bad, like for me, he knows sometimes I have to step away. If I'm that angry, I have to step away because I can't talk to you in that moment. Because first I need to get my words right because I can cut. You know, my words can cut and I say some things that I can't take back. So I've learned just through life. If I'm having an argument with somebody, I let them know, I'm like, hey, just give me a second. Let me get these thoughts together. And then I promise we're going to come back to it. Like, I don't just, start flying off the handle and cussing all that stuff. Because, then you're honestly not being heard. Yeah. Like, to me, you're not being heard.
And at some point, like, you're just being mean.
Yeah.
And that's not productive in situations like that. So, I never want to get to a point to where we're having a disagreement and then I'm saying something, just to be mean. Like, I don't think you shouldn't act towards someone that you say you love with, words that are intentionally meant to cut or hurt them. Like,
it's so true.
That's just not my style anyway.
Yeah. That's true. That is so true. So, yeah, we're going to hold it down. That's how you continue to fight for each other. Like, that's how you do it. You don't disrespect each other. So, all right, next question. Well, we already answered that one. Toilet seat up, down, doesn't matter.
I'm going to say I think it doesn't matter. I don't know how she feels.
So, I'm pretty good. Like, because I live with my brother and because, like, I grew up with boys, I know to always check the toilet. I mean, even if I'm half asleep, it just is what it is. It's a precaution. You hear women getting all mad.
Generally, I think I'm pretty good at putting it down, though.
You are pretty good at putting it down. Like, you do a good job.
Right.
You do a really good job of making sure I don't go swimming in the middle of the night. Like, and I appreciate that because I'm already half asleep anyways. I'm already half asleep anyways. That one was for Tam, by the way. That was Tam. All right, so Monica asks, what are some of his quirks that irritate you? Let me tell you something. This man think I am a heating pad. And you know what? I be ready to fight. And even now, like what makes me angry is because he knows I be sore. And then he put his old cold hands on me and be like, I need your heat. Let me tell you something. Go turn on some heat. Turn off the air. Bring your hands underneath some hot water. Quit touching me, sir. I'm going to punch you in your throat. I'm real close. I said I was going to respect you. But this ain't enough. This is cruel.
It's not the same. Look,
it's cruel and unusual punishment, sir.
So my hands, they get cold. Like I'm driving, the way the AC blows in my truck, like it points right at my steering wheel. So it makes my hands colder than the rest of my body.
I don't care.
And when I get home, I just want to.
Yeah. Let me tell you. No, that is a pet peeve.
Oh, well, I ain't going to stop.
No, because one day you're going to do it. Like, I even plugged up the heating pad, so it's over there on his side.
I didn't notice that.
It's because you ugly.
I got you.
Y'all, that's how we fight. Like, it's not real. Like, we...
And she tell me not to try for these people.
What I do? What I showing out?
Next
okay,
time.
So what irritates you? How do I irritate you?
A quirk that you have that irritates me.
It's a bunch, y'all, because I'm irritating.
No, it's really not. And I don't know if there's. Let me see. What's a quirk that irritates me? Like, in all honesty, I don't know if I would call it irritating. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything on that one. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, he be loving me. Y'all, and I know I'm irritating as hell on purpose. Like, I be doing, because I'm the house disruptor. My mom warned him. I don't know why this man married me, but it's like.
She thick. Y'all know why I did it.
Anyways. So, yeah, he does love me a lot. That's so sweet. But yeah, that's honestly, his little cold hands are the only thing that really irritates me. His cold hands. And it's rude. He knows it is. So last one, would you alter anything about me?
Yes. One thing about you that I would change is you're as beautiful and strong as you are. A lot of times you lack self-confidence. So if there was one thing I could change about you, I would change the fact that you doubt yourself so much, because I feel like you could do, like, you're an amazing woman. And
What's gonna happen?
Oh my God.
No, I'm listening.
No, like I would just change that about you. Like sometimes you down yourself or you doubt yourself, and like I'll be like, no, just come on, let's go. So I wish I could fix that in you. I really do.
I'm trying. I'm getting better.
You are.
Though.
You
I
are.
am. I'm getting better. I'm trying. Let's see. The thing that I honestly wouldn't change anything about you.
Oh.
Because if I did, then you wouldn't be the person I would want to marry. Like, so I wouldn't change like anything about you, because you are exactly what I need. You know, you were made exactly how I needed you to be for me. You know, and if I were to check, like, I couldn't, because it would change who you are. And so I just, like, you really don't want me to have too much confidence. Like, you be talking about self-confidence, but you see how I be acting half the time. I don't know why you want me to have some more confidence. Well, you don't. My girls do. So, yeah, sometimes you be like, hey, chill. But, you know, whatever. but no, with you, I wouldn't change anything about you, because you just,
thank you.
You know,
you
are exactly what I need. All right, here's the last one. This is from Jasmine. Happy birthday, Jasmine. She's 23.
We grown.
She grown. She got a couple more years of college, and then she gonna be out. She go to U of H. Shout out to my sister. She goes to U of H. She's graduating next year. She wants to be a teacher. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with her. But she does.
A good career.
But she does. It's a good career. So she asked, when are we gonna give her a nephew? And she's not the only person who is like asked that question. She's not.
So we have some plans, guys, and we just want to enjoy each other and like, honestly, have some good clean fun.
Not always clean.
Before we bring another soul into this world.
Yeah.
So we're looking, in all honesty, probably sometime late 2020 to actually try.
Yeah.
But if whatever's not done by 2021.
Oh, baby, because we like I said, we just met each other, y'all. Like, I mean, we 36.
Yeah.
After a certain age, I mean, my fear is, and I know it's crazy now, but my fear is really going through childbirth and just making sure that my doctors know to take care of me, because that's a big deal. Like, black women die in childbirth, and it's scary to think, it's such a massive, just a major change in your body. Mm-hmm. You're responsible for holding life. You're responsible for making sure that life develops. And at some point,
it's not a lightweight topic.
It's not a lightweight topic. It's not something, you just want to jump into lightly. Like, if I did, I would have had one by now. Because, at some point I was like, I see to buy a house or get a dependent. Them taxes, man.
I need some extra thousands. They gonna come from somewhere.
Trying to get them taxes today, man. Let's tell you something. So So we're y'all like no dependents before Jamaica. And that's in 2020. So June 2020, we're having like a year celebration. I get the beach wedding that I want, and so we get to act grown, and that's gonna be the bad fun. Yeah, that's not. So I love everybody, but we gotta just let it loose. Just.
Oh my God.
Just let a little. And that's why you love me.
No, this is what we do, guys.
This is why you love me.
A lot of silliness and us laughing at each other.
This is all the time. I genuinely love and appreciate him. I just when he gets on my nerves, we just go to different rooms. Honestly, it's not hard. It's not hard, but to know that I'm spending the rest of my life with him is just. It's big. I'm excited. I think Lorinda, we just told you gotta wait. Stop with that grandbaby, please, girl. Gone on somewhere. We just said wait. Don't do that. Anyway. All right. So last segment. Hashtag lessons learned. Hashtag lessons learned. All right, so the one I want to talk about today is the one my grandma Strickland used to say this too. I heard a lot of grandmothers say this. You acting like, what is it? Make sure you got a pot. You have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of. Hey, and if they add that you don't, if they say you don't have a pot, babe, that means you need to get your life together.
That's words of wisdom, man.
Yeah.
You definitely want that pot.
Yeah, so basically it's all about, it's about being stable, being able to stand on your own 2 feet, having some place to stay. And the thing that used to give me, the part about the pot to piss in, I'm like, who piss in a pot? Well, you got to cook, so you need a pot. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't got a pot to piss in, you ain't got nothing, my G. Nothing at all. Yeah. Nothing, my G. So I think it's really good about, making sure no matter where you are, you can always start over, And, James asked a great question. He asked about finances. We had that conversation. Yeah. And the good thing about that was we both had pots to piss in. Right. There was definitely some stability. Yeah, there was stability, because if he wasn't stable, I honestly, I couldn't do it because of things I've accomplished in my life. My pastor, Bishop Johnson, he always told me, he's like, Janae, you got to look at the stuff that you have. And whatever man that gets with you, he has to have equal. It can't be under. He can't have a car and live with his mama unless his mama, he taking care of his mama. I understand that type of stuff. But if it's just, a thing, no. So you got to be on his own. Got to be standing on his own. Got to be standing on your own. And that's just progression in life to me. At a certain age, unless you're helping somebody by caring for them, you should kind of be on your own. Yeah. That's how you develop as a person. That's how you know what your needs are. So true.
the things that are, important to life with you. Like if you're always living with somebody, there's always discomfort. There's always, it's just a different dynamic.
Yeah, because if you're living with somebody, you always got to depend on, you got to make sure. To me, if I'm staying with somebody, let me tell you something. I'm going to make sure I'm cooking, cleaning, doing something to contribute to that household so that I don't feel like I'm an inconvenience.
Right.
And while I'm living with that person, I'm trying to make sure that I'm looking actively for something else.
Right.
I'm not just going to stay there and be like, oh, I'm good. Once you get a certain age, like I said, we 36.
You ain't grocery shopping yet?
Yeah, ain't no food in the refrigerator. You ain't get that juice. That juice I like. When we trifling and somebody wrote you down a grocery list.
And they wasn't working?
Man. Hey, this type of groceries I like. Can you?
The barbecue chips, cuz. I like the barbecue chips.
That juice that come in that the pink jug? That's the juice I want.
Nah, you got to go.
You got to go, sir. You can't do that. All right. So, guys, that is the show. Thank you for tuning in. This was a long show this week, but we had to get in those questions. Chris, I so appreciate you coming and you supporting me.
I was glad to be here in your element. It's definitely a peek into your world. I'm nervous as all get out. I'm sure y'all could tell.
He did a great job.
I love seeing her in her space, man.
Job.
I love seeing her.
I'm so proud. Yeah. Yay, baby did a good job. He did a good job, yeah. So, let me think. So the next thing, if you go to Confessions from a Red Couch on Facebook, there is a link. You can go to the website, click on that. On the website, it has every single thing, link. It's a one-stop shop. So you can become a patron. So please help. It's all good. I love doing this. It's my business, but every little bit counts. And you could become a patron, get special merch that I'm working on right now to give you, like T-shirts and whatnot. You could donate for as little as $2 a month. Cut out some other stuff. And then you can also go on there and subscribe to YouTube and the Facebook and Instagram and all that good stuff.
There you go. Y'all come and get some of this Black Girl Magic. My wife's serving, y'all.
Yeah. Come do it. Come like me, guys.
Yeah.
Just ask that you subscribe. Be my friend.
I promise it's fun.
I promise we'll have a good time. We'll have so many activities set up. So many activities and things to do. All right, so we're done. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, share, comment, send it out to everybody. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your aunties, sisters, cousins, and all that. We love you guys. We will see you guys in 2 weeks. Well, I will see you guys in 2 weeks. And Sunshine, my friend Sunshine will be on. She's going to be talking about her book and some other things. So, yeah, have a great night. Bye, kids.